What's up, Cass? You feel good? I'm good, brother. You? So good. Now, I think it's time.
Welcome to Loving Life with Laine. Welcome to Loving Life with Laine. I am grilling for Memorial Day. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. This is a day, if you're watching from another country, this is a day that we celebrate or we remember those who have passed on. Okay, especially our veterans and those who fought in the civil rights era and who are still fighting, who are still losing their lives to eradicate racism in this country. And that's the reason why I'm wearing this shirt today, because for me it's personal. As a person of color, I am very much affected, directly and indirectly impacted by racism and racist attitudes, and the revitalization of active acts of racism. So for those who have lost anyone to the hands of someone else due to racism, or those who have recently lost loved ones in the mass shootings that have just occurred in this country, it saddens my heart that you are, instead of enjoying this holiday weekend as you had planned, you are dealing with planning a funeral or grieving a loved one. So my heart goes out to you. I do pray for you. I do. It's not just the thoughts and prayers slogan that everyone likes to popularly say. I really do feel for you. I know what grief feels like, and I can't imagine what premeditated grief feels like. So I hope that everyone who's watching this will also pray for you. But in the meantime, on to the weekend. So I'm gonna upload clips of what I've done this weekend. Right now I'm out here getting ready to grill, and yeah, this weekend is gonna be basically just me grilling, going to the beach, get in the celebration together. Okay. so you know, when I grill my meat, I pre-season it. These are pork ribs. So I'm gonna throw these on, not the meat side down, but the side with less meat on it down first. I pre-season and marinate my meat in some teriyaki and Korean barbecue style marinade. And I believe I have a video from before of what I use to season my meat with. I never put my barbecue on the grill without pre-marinating. Now I know you got the dry rub people and they just slap it right on, but that's great for smoking. If you're smoking, I do have a smoker, but I'm not smoking today. I'm grilling. But if you are grilling, you definitely want to marinate so you can get that flavor all the way through the meat. And this is for those who, like I said before, if you are a novice and you just haven't really started grilling yet, right? So I've already cleaned my grill. I spent about 45 minutes cleaning all the stuff off that keeps on it every time you cook. But yeah, so this is clean. So I want to make sure I emphasize that for those who don't know. You need to clean this every time. Also, I like to try to wait until the charcoal is gray before I put my meat on. A lot of times people don't wait till it grays over. If you put it on while it's still black, you're going to get that chemical taste on your meat, and that's not what you want. And I save my marinade to put out fires and things of that nature on the meat. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to close this. And we're going to open this because we don't want the fire to go out, but we don't want flames to start jumping up in there, right? Because this is not the only thing we're barbecuing or grilling. We're grilling the ribs. I have chicken legs. I have 3 rotisserie chickens. And you probably like, what? 3? Yeah, 3. I'm gonna give some food to some family, but 3 rotisserie chickens that are already done. You can get them from your local Walmart or whatever store where you buy your rotisserie chickens. Meyer, in my case. But what I'm gonna do with them is split them down the middle and throw them on the grill as well. I also have some sausages to add and throw on the grill. Okay, and so whatever we don't eat in the next 2 to 3 days, I'll bag it, put it in the freezer, and bring it back out for another meal on another day. Take you guys back inside while this is cooking. We're gonna go chop some veggies for the baked beans. I want to do the try bell pepper and onion to throw into my baked beans. I also use a little spicy ground sausage. I usually do that. Yeah, and then I'm gonna make some mac and cheese. I'll show you how I make my mac and cheese. A lot of people always ask me to cook mac and cheese for events when I go to them, especially it doesn't even matter. It's like, especially people at church, they want my mac and cheese. So I'm gonna show you guys how I make my mac and cheese. I'm making a really small pan because it's just us eating here, and I'm not gonna give out a lot of mac and cheese because, oh Lord, I'm getting hot already. Sorry, but yeah, I'm not gonna make a lot of mac and cheese. I'm just going to make just enough for today. If there's some left over, great, but if it's not, I don't care. We don't need all that anyway. But yeah, so stay tuned. And where it's going to on the food. So yeah, we know that our fire is working really well. And if you want to take a peek at the meat, this is what it's looking like. Okay. So I'm going to, I've already washed these vegetables. I'm going to, with just bell pepper and onion, and I'm going to dice those. So I'm going to dice these and prepare these for my baked beans. My husband had some dental work done, and when he had the dental work done, he could only eat like soft pieces of meat, right? So I was purchasing these rotisserie chickens. Well, what I learned is, when I was barbecuing about a week ago, I learned that if you put it out on the grill, it collects the smoke flavor. Really easily. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna put it out there whole. Yeah, we're gonna do that because I remember last week that as soon as it started to get warm, it started to break up and the wings were falling off and stuff. So guess what? We're just gonna wait. The only thing we need to do to prepare these is open them up, take them outside. But like I said, I'm giving one of them away. So what we're going to do is we're going to open these sausages and split them, bring them out of the casing. I'm just going to use 2 of them. The I'll throw them on the grill. And this is the meat that we're going to use to season our baked beans. This sweet Italian sausage is with rubber or whatever, but it's plastic, to remove my meat, because it allows the meat to continue to cook and steam in its own juices, and you get even more of a grill flavor, that smoke flavor, into your meat. And in this life, I don't think to ever use the propane grill. What's left with the vegetables. Lord, you can't even see it. So we just dumped the contents into this pan. This is what you should have left. Try to break it up as much as possible. Wait for it to cool so you can use your hand to crumble it. So that's what we'll do. We'll wait for that to cool and we'll come back to it. In between time, pizza. So you can use any macaroni noodle of your choice. I like the larger ones, and it doesn't matter the brand. Use the one of your choice. To a pre-pot of boiling water. This is a 16-ounce container. I am going to use all of it, and we're just gonna dump it into the boiling water. I'm gonna keep the water up a little high. A lot of people add oil and salt. I'm just adding a little salt so that the noodles have some flavor. A lot of people add oil so that they don't stick, but you don't need to. That's just like, I guess, if you're not paying attention to your noodles, that's the only time you really need oil. But in the meantime, the reason why I'm holding off on cooking these beans is because I used the sauce from my barbecue meat to cook my baked beans. So that's why we're sitting it off to the side. So let's move this over and start the sauce. As I mentioned earlier, I like hickory smoke, some kind of smoke, something sweet and spicy, and Chipotle Sweet Baby Ray's. So we're gonna start with this, and I'm gonna speed this up on the camera for you. Everybody's time is precious, and I appreciate your time for sticking with me and watching this. And you know, comment down below how you do your barbecue and your sauce. And I do not have the heat on yet. Just yet, because I want to be able to control how fast everything is cooking. I want it all I'll start cooking at the same time. Let's get our noodles to stir. Make sure they stay separated. About a serving spoon worth of brown sugar to this. Oops, I already dropped some. But a heaping serving spoon. It's gonna look sad, but I literally just bought these lemons earlier this week. I take my lemon and squeeze. Bite into my chicken. There's nothing worse than biting into some chicken and it's bloody. Don't do that. So I'm placing all the meat on the outskirts of the grill where it's not hot. So we're gonna close that up and let it caramelize. Now that our oven has reached our desired temperature, which is the 350, we're going to pop it in the oven uncovered on the top shelf. So let's resume making our baked beans. You can see all the other cheese bubbling up around it. This is what I mean when I say I don't want my ribs all super wet. I don't know if that's focusing or not. But I want the sauce on, but not just too sticky. better ones to even show you like this. Yeah. We are here at the beach. Getting ready to unpack and head up to the water. Yes. Tent is up. Yay. So we're spending our Sunday at the beach. Tomorrow is the holiday, it's Memorial Day. If you're watching this from any other country, Memorial Day is the day that we remember our veterans and those who have sacrificed their lives to make sure that we can have the freedoms that we have. And people have lost their lives in tragedy, and we've had a lot of that lately with these mass shootings. I pray to God today stays peaceful. There are police out here. But yeah, so we're definitely gonna take a swim. Well, I am. Hubby is on the fence about getting in the water, but look at everyone out enjoying the water. It's in the 80s today. It's warm but breezy at the same time, so the water might be a little chilly, but I can't wait to get in it. It's like a perfect weather day because it's not too hot and not too cold. People are out tanning and things like that.
Let's celebrate. Yeah. And it feels like the world is on your It's starting now. Say why? It's starting now. Say why? It's starting now. Morris, what's up, Cass? You feel good? I'm good, brother. You? So good. Now, I think it's time. Oh, Sheila. It feels like a celebration, right?
Let's celebrate every day. He don't talk sweet. He ain't got much to say.
No.
But he loves me, loves me, loves me. I know that he loves me.